What's going on, guys? Tobin here with you, and thanks for checking out the channel. Coming at you here from the Kaseya Center after a nice Miami Dolphins win to keep everything going, to keep the juice going of the weekend. That's what I'm talking about, man. The Miami Dolphins get themselves a win today, 34-10, smoking the Atlanta Falcons. What a performance today, man, all around. Defense, offense, everybody complimentary for today's win. You got to be happy with what they were able to do today. First off, I mean, the defense right off the gate. Like, we have not seen a game where the Dolphins have dominated the trenches like this at all this season. It has just not been the case. And you could just tell they came in with a mission. Me, myself, I'm sitting here saying they're going to give up maybe the rushing record of Bijan Robinson. And I'm a bum for that, but it's just how I felt. Like, I hadn't seen anything that had any faith going today. And Jordyn Brooks, he's like, well, hey, Tobes, how about this, dude? How about I just go stuff everything down the Falcons' throat in this game and play absolutely balls to the wall defense, make myself look like an absolute torpedo all over the place. How about that, dude? And I'm like, you know what, Jordan? I would like that. I would like that very much. And this Miami Dolphins team, you know, in a game where they needed to get together, get some pressure off this team. Everybody's talking about that fire squad. Now they don't got to deal with any of that stuff going into a Thursday night game. They can put some of this at peace. And they really got some nice performances all around today. Nice growing up games from a lot of the rookies. Jonah Savaitinaya looking really good. Probably his best game as a Miami Dolphin. Ollie Gordon probably having his best game as a Miami Dolphin. Just a lot of growing up around this team that they needed. They needed to have a good, slick performance to get the fan base juiced up a little bit, and they got that today. And by the way, we come into this thing a little nervous because Tua Tagovailoa, he's going in there, looking like a pirate. And I was having flashbacks to yesterday when I saw him warming up, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, no. And I don't know if you guys know I like fighting, right? Well, last night in UFC, Tom Aspinall in the heavyweight championship of the world got poked in the eye, Captain Insano, Three Stooges style. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, no, dude. Tua's got the eye. He's playing with the visor. They got Zach Wilson now as the backup again. We're not going with Quinn Ewers. I don't know what to think to myself, dude. But none of the thoughts that I had were good. None of the thoughts that I had were good. They were comfortable. And let me tell you something about Tua with one eye. It may be better than Tua with two eyes. Because he today, maybe not seeing as much, maybe not having as much go through his head. You know, it's like the great Mickey Goldmill said with Rocky when Rocky couldn't see. Or he said he saw three of them. He said, well, hit the one in the middle. Maybe that's how it was. Because Tua today, he was throwing absolute seeds all over the place. No fear, no worry whatsoever. And had his offense absolutely humming today in this performance. The Dolphins in this game, man, first off, they got the run game going. Really committed to that, which was nice. Alec Ingold was absolutely bulldozing people, clearing the way for Achane. You got Ollie Gordon involved, which was nice. Tua and Achane getting going early, which looked fantastic. And then Kirk Cousins, look, I know that this was a game where you could probably logically look at the Falcons and be like, you know what? They got Kirk Cousins out there, but Kirk Cousins is the most expensive backup in the league, a pro's pro. And then you got the deal with Drake London was out too. So they did have some big guys missing, no doubt. No starting quarterback, no starting receiver. But I mean, we were all just fearful of what Seven was going to do to the Dolphins. What was Robinson going to do? Feel like anything he wants? And the Dolphins are like, well, no, sir, he is not. He is not. And Jordyn Brooks was like the big catalyst for that. Dolphins got some heat in his kitchen, no doubt. Jalen Phillips doing a good job. Big third down stoppages by sealer it on up. Boop. And the Miami Dolphins were absolutely fantastic, man. A great all-around team effort. This game really probably swung. There was a couple of plays. They were up 7-3, and the Dolphins on 3rd and 7, there was some pressure to his face. Olbrook, no surprise, like everybody was using the blitz, trying to make Tua uncomfortable, and he throws one, gets batted up to the moon, and two Falcons hit each other, Looney Tunes style, and it drops. Like, all right, so the Dolphins get to settle for 3 instead of a disastrous turnover. Feels like that was a big swing in the game. And then as that happens, Jordyn Brooks comes out, big-time sack, rolling for the Fins. He's playing his butt off. Next drive, closing out the first half, and you get a couple of big plays. You get Tua, of course, finding Devon Achane as he has been. But then it was on a 1st and 10. He had a loss of 4. Achane, or Alec Ingold, rather, got his head nearly ripped off on a face mask. So the drive keeps rolling. And then Tua is able to get to Jaylen Waddle into a 1st and goal situation. And Tua has probably one of the best throws that I've seen him have in a long, long time. An absolute dart, arrow, missile right to Malik Washington. He looked absolutely awesome. Put the Dolphins up 17-3, put them in absolute control of this game. And, man, just that was an art throw from Tua. It was really, really great. Really, really great by them. So they go into the half. They're up 17-3. Look tremendous. Teams exchange a couple of 3-and-outs, and then Falcons get the ball back. They look like they got Bijan Robinson rolling a little bit, and then, man, as if they didn't have their starting quarterback, they didn't have their starting receiver, their best player yaks up the football. Terrell Dodson recovers, puts the Dolphins in a golden situation to take momentum and put the absolute dagger in this game, and that's exactly what they did. We had the great Kevin Harlan on the call today. It was glorious. I was worried we were going to embarrass ourselves in front of Kevin Harlan. Like, what did we get him by chance? How the hell did we get him? We've been getting nothing but Spiro Dittis and Archuletas and every B, F team. No hate, but it just is what it is. You know, you don't feel like you deserve to see the king. And it was so glorious to hear King Kevin Harlan. Tua finds Jaylen Waddle. He outruns everybody, scampers his way to the end zone. Dolphins are up 24-3. They actually feel that they got the death grip on this game. It was a glorious, glorious day for your Miami Dolphins. And pressure's coming the next way. Great play by Dante Trader the next drive. Instead of taking a dude's head off, he goes shoulder missile right into the guy's, right to the ball, and is able to get a breakup. 3rd and 10. Dolphins are gang tackling like maniacs. It's a 4th and 4, desperate situation. The Falcons are going for it. And guess what, dude? Didn't come up. Dolphins are able to get the ball back in the Falcons' territory, and you get a monster drive, a monster play by Devon Achane, 16-yard, strong run, huge block by Jaylen Waddle to free him up, and Ollie Gordon would get his first touchdown reception in his rookie year. The rookie showed out today. He showed out. Savai Naya showed out. Tua with one eye was absolutely amazing. And the Dolphins would just shut the door from there, dude. 31-3. You know, they'd add a field goal because the Falcons kept going for it. They'd end up getting a meaningless touchdown at the end. We'd even get some Zach Wilson minutes today. Really, really great performance all around from the Dolphins. So they keep the vibes high for the weekend, and we can go partying into to Sunday with no pressure and no fire and talk for the week, which is a nice change of pace for the Fins.